Hello, everybody. Right, so I'm going to do a reading in a second, but the reason why I'm doing this reading is actually a personal one, right? And you can, it might resonate with some other people as well. However, there's been some strange goings on with my magical tools. So this was my wand. As you can see, it's covered in moldavite, and yeah, it snapped. I was doing some return to sender work a couple of days ago, and yeah, caught it on the table, just the end bit, and it snapped. So I did try stupidly trying to glue it together, and it's gone again. So yeah, that happened a couple of days ago. Now, because that had snapped, right, I thought, oh, I'm gonna use my I'll sort out my stuff. So this is my stuff. Both of these were carved by myself because I used to make wands. It was Urban Warlock wands originally. You see, hence why the name. Now, the crystal point at the top had come out. Okay, so I thought, well, I ain't got one, so I'm going to sort my stuff out. So I re-glued it in. I put some new twine around it, just kind of holding it, giving it a little bit of a wiggle, and then that snapped. Now it would be easy to get kind of like paranoid and go I had put bad juju put on me, stuff like that. I was a little bit upset, as you can imagine. Like I said, I carved both of those myself. I've got to somehow try and find out. I've got to reheat the glue gun and try and get the moldavite off this. Yeah, a bit upset, but it is what it is. And I started thinking, well, everything happens for a reason. Maybe my time of using tools is over, or maybe I'm supposed to get another one. So, just to, it's more to put my mind at rest. Have a think about, what this is about, right? So I'm going to be using the Hermetic Tarot deck, and I'm going to be doing the reading a bit like I do across on Patreon for the Patreon subscribers. So it's going to be a little bit more longer. It's going to be a little bit more intuitive. It's going to be a little bit more psychic-y, if you want to call it that. Now, interestingly, as I pick up the deck, I've got the Sun card at the bottom there. Now, interestingly, without going into too much detail, so something was fused with the staff in the astral about, oh Christ, year and a half ago. No, it's longer than that. About 2 years ago. And I thought that was a good thing, and then it turns out it kind of wasn't. So it could be because of that, right? So anyway, right. I'll see what cards come out, and we'll kind of see where it goes. So yeah, if you've been having some unusual occurrences with your witchcraft tools or supplies, this could resonate. I would, as always, let's be sensible here. These collective readings are great, and if it resonates, that's brilliant. But if you're looking for clarity, then always book a personal reading. They're all on sale, mine at the moment. Winter sale, same day guaranteed. Go via the link. Right, so we've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse position. We've got the Hierophant in the upright position. And then we've got the King of Swords in the reverse position. So I'm just going to read what they say, because on the Hermetics you've got little statements. So Queen of Swords in the reverse, Queen of the Thrones of the Air, Hierophant, Magus of the Eternal Gods, and then the King of Swords in the reverse, Prince of the Chariot of the Winds. Now, it's a little bit hard to go off this one, because obviously we've got two court cards here. They're both in the reverse. Now, what I sometimes go for with the Queen of Swords is she's lopped somebody's head off, and it's what I do very well in the astral. So there is a tinge of, has something happened here to stop me doing that? Okay. Right. Okay. Let's go. Right. I feel, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not making this up. But I'm gonna go where I'm gonna go. It feels like the situation that's hand is right, because somebody's put some bad juju on me. right? Ironically, that snapped after I did a hex removal and a return to sender. Right, that one snapped whilst I was doing a return to sender. Now, the reason why I was doing a return to sender today is because I went on live. There were like 2 people on there. There was Lucy and then there was Kate, one of my subscribers, and that was it. That was it. 12 o'clock Thursday afternoon, 2 people. Right, and I'm like, I can't take this anymore. I give up. Give up. So I came off, and Lucy started giving me a bit of a pep talk, and she was really, really helpful. She said, go and do some spell work. Go and sort yourself out. So I managed to do it, and I actually did the spell work, and I felt, well, let's get back to it. And then that snapped. Like I said, it was disappointing. It's not made me crash and burn. I feel like because I've been doing these return to sender, they're hitting hard, and somebody don't like it. Now, with me, I have to deal specifically with covens normally, and their networks. They're networks of people, normally women, working together. I have had some issues with Freemasons as well, so there could be a touch of that because despite them not supposed to be getting on, the Freemasons and the witches will band together if it's for their own good. So it feels like that's kind of what the intention was. Stop lopping people's heads off. Stop doing return to sender. The problem is Magus of the Eternal Gods with the Hierophant, because the Hierophant is about learning, developing stuff like that. This feels like it doesn't really matter because of my alchemy skills, because of my magic, right? And that is going to trigger them even more because the King of Swords in the reverse position, toxic masculine energy, and narcissistic tendency. It's going to trigger them even further because the chances are they'll watch this because they're all spying on me. You see, they pretend they don't, but they all spy on me. And they'll be like, ha ha ha, he's broken his wand. Ha ha ha, he's broken his side. It doesn't matter, right? So we're going to continue anyway. Right, okay, so 7 of Cups, Lord of Illusionary Success. Then we've got the Knight of Swords, Lord of the Winds of the Breezes. And then we've got the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse position, Lord of Prudence. Right, so what this feels like is that anybody who follows me and watches me knows that I have had an awful lot of blocks put on my work from rumors and lies in the community, from nobody sharing my content on social media, bar the hardcore elite, being attacked by Israeli and Russian bots on TikTok, being stuck in 300 view jail on TikTok now, lives not getting pushed out, the lot. If those were removed, I would. I wholeheartedly believe that. Oh, how arrogant and vain. I wholeheartedly believe it. I know it. I know it's coming, right? Now, I had a little bit of a stint where the work was coming through again. I was like, this is it. The blocks have been, been removed. Now, what this feels like is that these people have they keep kind of opening and then shutting the tap, so it's a little bit like, yeah, no work, let's go again, and then they open it a little bit, they're going to release the magic a little bit, right, release the energetic blocks, there's a little bit of flow, and then they shut it off again because they're trying to break me, from what I'm doing. Now, the Knight of Swords here is winged and he's got a sword, obviously. Now, in this deck, this often equates for me to Archangel Michael. Now, I don't work with angels. I have freed some in the astral at points. Now, for me, Archangel Michael was being controlled by the false light side god, Marduk, right? And he is now free. He's made that free will and choice. He's chosen free will and choice, basically. So I believe that he is got involved, for want of a better phrase. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse position, Lord of Prudence in the reverse. Now, I'm not sure at the moment if that's saying the plan was for me to not be prudent, but what I kind of want to say is, because it feels a little bit like that's what's the situation at hand is, this is kind of advice. I want to say this is kind of advice row. So there's been a lot of illusion put on my success, right? Archangel Michael or someone similar stepping in to take charge, and it's going to allow me to stop being so prudent, right? So let's go on to another spread and see what comes out. And whether I need tools or not, I will be purchasing a new wand. Like, I can't be bothered to make another one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll purchase a new one, and then ramp it up, pimp it up with the Moldavite. Right, what we've got coming over there? How many have I got there? Too many. Too many. Too many. Right, okay. This is my divination row. So 3 of Wands, Lord of Established Strength. Now, obviously, it's Wands, right? So on this deck, he's grasping the 3 Wands, and we've got like a ram skull at the bottom. So that's me taking control of this dark energy and finding that in a strength, right? Knight of Cups in the reverse, Lord of Waters and Waves, right? So Knight's forward motion, right? So I feel like this is about not rushing in on an emotional level, okay? It could indicate rejecting somebody coming in with some kind of false offer to try and throw me off track, and that's gonna lead to Wheel of Fortune, okay? Better times, flow, prosperity, etc., etc. Let's get a overall outcome / advice card. Five of Wands, Lord of Strife. Okay, now because the divination card was the Wheel of Fortune, what I'm going to say is the advice card is here is this is what I've been dealing with. A Lord of Strife. It feels like, because it's saying Lord of, and five, you know, my number's 555 for those who don't know. Yeah, we've got the lion's heads there as well. So I feel like this is me taking control of take control of the strife that is in front of you. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, like I say, you can't have one of those readings unless you're a Patreon subscriber. They are exclusive for that. So yeah, if that resonated, do comment, please, share, like, the usual nonsense. Yeah. So if you've been having some trouble as well, yeah, unfortunately, I do feel it's a bit of foul play that's been sent our way, but nothing to worry about. We're being protected. Yeah, there's going to be a shift and a change. Ta-ta.